Would this and some of these other projects have landed different in a different political climate? Had Hillary Clinton been our president, would it be landing and having the same impact? I mean, Feud is
Yeah, I
similarly.
remember Ryan saying that, you know, I mean, we started shooting September before the election. And thinking, Ryan said he was thinking, you know, well, we'll make this piece about misogyny, we'll make this piece about sexism, ageism, all of this. But come, you know, the beginning of the year, it might just be ironic. But of course,
It wasn't.
no. Of course, no. We took a different turn, and I think it's more relevant now than it could have possibly been, you know, at any other time.
Well, I don't want your help. You've always been overrated.
I guess that explains my 11 Oscar nominations.
The Academy doesn't reward you for your talent, for Christ's sakes, Betty. They reward you because they see how hard you sweat. They don't see the character, they see the acting.
And they don't see you at all because of all your glamour makeup.
Well, let me give you a tip. The answer to feeling unattractive isn't to make yourself even uglier.
I don't think in this political climate that we're in that we've ever seen this much misogyny, this much sexism. And I think, you know, the fact that we have this story that's set in a particular period, but obviously Hollywood in the 1960s is just a microcosm of like this greater atmosphere that we are all we're all living through now. So
But I know from saying to you, Ryan pretty much was a trailblazer for this. As much as, you know, he sent me a text after he saw Big Little Lies, and I was like, Ryan, you helped create what's happening now. I mean, he is literally creating roles for women, about women, and that is his passion.
And I mean, the thing is, you know, what makes Ryan, I think, extremely unique is, and I think he's done this even more so than other women leaders in the industry. He has really made a huge effort with his HALF Foundation that everything, every writer, every director, every crew member, everybody, it has to be half and half. So, you know, the distortion and the contradictions and all of that, that became the basis for where I jumped in with this character. And the fact that she struggled her whole life to rid herself of Lucille LeSueur, created Joan Crawford at great expense, learned to walk, to gesture, to talk, to act as a barrier to who she was. And that, to me, became the emotional core of the character. And everything that she did radiated from that. In playing Crawford, and I know Susan in playing Davis, the idea that these women, by their mid-50s, were done. The industry was finished with them. And I think to a certain degree, that still is the case. And I think what's happened in the world of television, television has kind of stepped into that void that's left when your film career begins to really thin out. That's always the amazing thing about being an actor, isn't it? Is that your body doesn't understand. That it's make-believe. That this is just so that everything is internalized in that way, that rage, that sorrow, grief, whatever. I mean, it really is. It seeps into the marrow of your bones, and every molecule is actually believing that this is happening. And no matter what the mind is telling it, it's, everything is internalized. It's the residue of all these emotions that you've been dealing with for the last couple of days, months, years.
I was very lucky.